Hey, so I know this is currently trending. So I've had multiple of these videos on my For You page, particularly by non-Arab women. I don't know how to tell you without you being in your white woman feelings, okay? But I'm going to say it anyway. Listen, if you have a fetish for a certain type of certain group of people, or what you think those certain type of people looks like, just say that, and off you go. Off you go, okay? You do not need to tell the whole world that you have a sexualized and exoticized picture of Arab men in your fucking head and then trying to tell us that that's your type. Because besides the obvious fact, the obvious fact that y'all lack basic geography skills, but that's even besides the point. That's neither here nor there because, I mean, the more you know. The fact is that there is no such thing as the one face for Arab men. Do y'all know how fucking big the Arab world is? So when we are including Arabized countries, let me just show you what we are talking about because some of y'all need visuals to be able to comprehend basics. First and foremost, let's look at some numbers. I mind you, these numbers are from 2023, so they are already kind of outdated, okay? So let's hypothetically say, because this number is like, in the long run, I couldn't find specific numbers. Anyway, the total population of the Arab world increased by 8.6 million inhabitants compared to 2022. So that means around 473 million people inhabit the Arab world. Now, of course, not all of them are Arab. We get that. But let's just hypothetically say half of this are men. You mean to tell me that around 235 million men are your type just because they happen to be Arab? Let's reduce that number a bit. Maybe 150 million out of this world are ethnically Arab. So you mean to tell me 175 million men are your type because they're Arab? Okay, not all of them are your age gap. So let me just say maybe half of them are your age gap. You mean to tell me 75 million men are your type just because they happen to be Arab? And you see nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing. You see nothing wrong with that, right? Let me make that a bit clearer. And like I said in the beginning, let's in this for the sake of this video include Arabized countries too, just because we can, right? Do you know how fucking big the Arab world is? So you now get that all these places in the Arab world does not have one face. There is not one Arab looking man. That does not exist. So when you talk about your type being Arab men, you talk about the ones you see on the internet. You talk about the ones in oil money. You talk about the ones with beard, with the short beard, with the heavy jawlines. You talk about those ones you see in the sexualized and exoticized version of Arab men. That's the one you talk about because you have a fetish. You have the perspective of a white person because you allow white supremacy to inflect and influence your thinking about a certain demographic of people, and then you come on the fucking internet telling the world how your type is Arab men. And yeah, it is that fucking deep, especially when it comes from non-Arab women. Because I'm not even going to go into the layers of this, but the entire stereotyping, the racism in those comment sections, and yes, sexualizing a person, no matter their gender, for the sole fact that they belong to a certain demographic of people is also deeply rooted in racism. So you coming on the fucking internet telling us how your type is Arab men, when in reality you have not even looked beyond Saudi men. Because let's just be fucking for real. The people you are talking about, the people you are referring to as Arab men are the ones you see on TikTok, are the ones you see showering their women with money. You're the ones that they are somewhere in Saudi Arabia, in Dubai or whatever, being stinking fucking rich And you don't understand that that's just a fraction of diversity that the Arab world has to offer. And you have done zero research about the different varieties in cultures, the language diversities. You have done zero research when it comes to the roots, the heritage, the culture, the traditions, the religion of the people you so heavily fetishize and sexualize. Y'all make me fucking sick, okay? Y'all make me sick. That being said, your type is not Arab men. You have a fetish towards men you think Arab men look like. Okay? So I fixed that for you.